been asked quite recently about George Bailey's stance in the current One Day International Series against India and why in his stance he's blocking himself off. Usually cricketers stand relatively side on to the bowler and then make a pre-delivery movement before the bowler releases the ball. George Bailey at the minute is actually taking his left foot a long way across the crease line and blocking himself off, and he's almost like he's aiming himself towards mid-off. The reason behind that is if you watch closely, just pre-delivery, George Bailey's trigger is actually the back foot going back and across into the line of the stumps. Now what was happening, in his stance he started off in a conventional or regular position, and as the bowler let go of the ball he made that trigger movement and he was actually opening himself up. What he's looked to do, by blocking himself off there, he starts with his front foot in line with his guard, whether it be middle stump, leg stump, two leg stumps, and then just as the bowler's letting go of the ball, he's bringing that back foot into position, so he's actually ending up in the position that he wants to be in. It just goes to show it's not necessarily about how a batsman looks when he starts with his stance, or where he starts in his stance. We've got examples around the world. Shivnarine Chanderpaul was a classic of a cricketer that stood chest on, but just as the bowler came to let go of the ball, moved nicely side on into position. If you watch George Bailey very, very closely, that left foot's further forward in his stance, so it looks like his body is aligned to 1 o'clock, but just as the bowler's letting go of the ball, that trigger movement there, that back foot comes across, his toes then become parallel to the crease and he becomes side on. He's in the perfect position to access the ball. The other thing that George Bailey does is on the handle, he holds both hands at the minute quite low to the bottom of the handle towards the main part of the bat. Now, without asking him why he does that, I would suggest to you the main reason that he does this is that outside of the One Day International cricket that's going on at the minute, there's a lot of T20 cricket, Big Bash cricket in Australia, and I reckon, just looking for more control with his horizontal bat shots, I reckon he holds that handle right at the bottom. And it's all to do with batsmen looking to hit horizontal bat shots or ball square of the wicket. Just keep your eyes on next time you watch him bat. Look how low his hands are, but the next time you watch you'll be able to know why he does that.